Welcome back to the mat. Today you are going to need your magic circle and a set of dumbbells. They can be light to medium. I'm going with 10s. It's definitely going to feel a little heavy for me at spots, but that is a-okay. We're going to go ahead and start with our hands on our rib cage here, thumbs wrapped around the waist. Breathing in through the sides of the body. Exhaling through nose or mouth. All right, go ahead and grab your circle. Turn to face the bottom of the mat here and go ahead and bring that circle all the way in the center underneath both of your ankles. And then from here, you'll lay all the way down on the mat. We're gonna squeeze inner thighs, knees, and feet as close together as possible. Arms reach up to the ceiling. Take an exhale to curl chin up to chest, lifting the shoulder blades. Inhale to lower back down. Now we're finding a little bit of pressure in that ring here right away as we go. At the very base of the seat and behind the legs. We're also finding our feet to seat connection. Hold this one. Pump and inhale for 5. Halfway. Last 2. And rest all the way down. Arms reach up, big inhale, exhale, roll all the way up to a seated position. If you didn't quite make it, that's okay. We're gonna bring the ring underneath your left ankle. We'll roll all the way back. So that ring is slightly off to your left side where it's nice and comfortable. Right leg will go straight up to the ceiling with the toes pointed, and your left foot will be flexed. Shoulders are down, pressing those palms into the mat. You take it down over to the left, around and up. Now we want to go somewhat briskly, going as big as we can maintain control in these circles. And you're really pushing down with the left leg. Go ahead and reverse that as if you were trying to stand up on that ring the whole time. Last one. Good. Your foot can come all the way down if you need more leverage, or it comes long. Arms reach up. We take another roll up all the way up, and we switch it to the other side. So right ankle is on top, roll back, palms down, left leg up, down to the right, out, around, and up. Right foot is flexed. Left toes are pointed. It's a lot of mind-body connection, lots to think about here. And you reverse that. You're trying to keep both hips and shoulders all the way down to the mat. Trying to avoid any hip click. If you feel it, just make the circle smaller and a little bit lower. Good. We bring it all the way back down here. Arms reach up. And again, roll all the way up. When you are at the top, bring the ring on the outside of the knees. Feet are going to come hip width apart parallel, and then you'll lay back down. Feet are nice and flat on the mat. Exhale to drive hips up. Inhale to lower back down. We're moving with a nice flat back here in both directions. Just like you did before, you're pulling the shoulders down on the mat, pressing your palms and your triceps down. Also think about fighting to send your knees out into that ring just a smidge to feel some tension there. Anytime that we're using the ring, we want a little bit of tension in it. That's what builds fitness over time. All right, pause here. Grab the ring. Feet come back down. We're holding that ring to our chest here. Exhale to tuck hips to rib cage. Scoop up bone by bone, articulating up into our shoulder bridge. And then we lower back down, bone by bone, all the way down to the mat. Do it again. Little pelvic tilt all the way up and all the way back down. Pause here. Arms reach up. We've still got tension on that ring. Now as we scoop up, we pull the ring to the chest. As we roll back down, we press the ring up to the ceiling. Two more. Last one. Pause. From here, we bend at the elbows and we extend, bringing that head or the ring above your head here, feeling a little bit of that pressure through your triceps. Still pulling shoulders down and back. Now, even though you want tension in the ring, we're talking about a very small oval shape here, almost entirely circular. You never want to like squeeze the ring and try to completely smash it, because really the whole purpose is to activate the right muscles. It's not about what the shape of the ring actually looks like in your hands. All right. From here, one big rolling like a ball. You can place that ring back on your knees if you want to challenge. Heels together, toes apart, chin to chest, roll all the way up. Bring the ring with you. Pivot all the way around. We're going to bring the ring vertical. So we want one of the handles facing up to the ceiling here. And then you're going to come on top of it. Sternum comes onto the ring. And then it's just resting underneath you. Sometimes easier said than done to get you set up there. Now we're moving into a plank. So we're going to squash that ring a little bit with the upper body. And we're staying down on our knees. Hips are forward though. Soft bend in the elbows, shoulders over the wrists. You can stay right here if this is challenging enough for you today. Or if you want to level up, curl the toes underneath you, press all the way up to that straight arm plank. We take it into push-ups here. You bend and you press. That ring kind of helps push you back up. So if you're working towards having good push-ups, this can be a really great option. You can always do these from knees down on the mat. Just make sure that the weight is forward. The front of the hips are pulled up to the rib cage. There's 3. There's 2. Last 1. Whew. All right, shake it out for a second. And then we'll go ahead and grab our weights. Grab both of your weights here at a low kneeling position on the mat. Bring them up to your shoulders and then reach them all the way up overhead and see if you can bring them together. Bending at the elbow joint, you extend back up all the way to the ceiling here. Now you're trying to keep your hips pulled up to your rib cage here in the front of you. Nice flat back. If this gets too heavy, you can always drop down to one single weight, which I definitely am going to do today. That is super heavy. To get into the back side of the arms here. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, hello backside of the arms. Grab both of your weights, make your way up to standing. Standing up on the mat, you want to bring your feet about hip width apart underneath you. Now, sometimes we hear hip width and we think wide, but err on the side of a little bit narrow. Spread all 10 toes on the ground, toes shining forward, heels shining behind you, shoulders down the back, weights on each side. You take it down into a squat, letting the chest fall forward, and you stand back up. This is called suitcase squat. And it's nice and narrow. I like to imagine that I'm on a railway platform, maybe at Paddington Station, because why not? I love Paddington Bear. And you're picking up suitcases. And I'll show you this from the side, just if you want to check your own form. So the chest is allowed to fall forward. That lets your hips go back behind you. You're trying to keep as flat a back as possible. This is what I call training for retirement. So you might be postpartum right now, and you're not even thinking that far ahead in life. But I imagine by the time that you retire, you will have wanted to travel the world, right? So we're training for a really healthy body for our 60s, where it is easy for us to pick up those suitcases. Maybe if you're more fortunate as a postpartum mama, you can do that now. Travel, that is. And of course, you're going to need to be able to pick up suitcases. Because my goodness, tiny humans require the biggest suitcases and the heaviest carry-ons. Last one. All right, you can set those weights down. Leave one weight off to the side, bring one with you. Come all the way down to your right forearm here. Now you can bend the knees in front of you and work from a modified side plank. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. Down on your right forearm, holding the weight in the left hand. Hips are lifted up and off of the mat, and then you take it into an upright row with the shoulders. Great place to work from. We're finding that static hold in our side plank. However, if you're ready to level up, stack the feet. And now you're really working with some wobbles and some shakes. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, we drop the weight, set it off to the side. Grab your circle. Place your right foot inside, and then lay all the way down, propping yourself up on your right elbow here. Left leg will come on top of the ring, and notice that my bottom foot is flexed, and it's a little bit rotated out to where my pinky toe can press into the mat to support me. Other hand comes behind the head, elbows wide. If you already feel unstable, lay all the way down, press one hand in front of you on the mat. All right, little presses down and up with the left foot here, all the way from the inner thigh and the hip. And again, the goal is not to put so much pressure in the ring that you can't find any control, right? We want enough to control that rebound back up. And again, we're initiating from the muscles. The ring reacts to the work. Now pause, lift your right leg up, lower it back down. So now we're putting pressure in with that left side, left inner thigh to hold us as the right inner thigh lifts the leg up. Good. Now hold the ring here. Take your leg up and back. Trying to go somewhat quickly without rocking too much from the hip, which is easier said than done. If you can get your foot all the way down to the mat, brownie points for you. Last one, and then you'll bring your leg inside the ring. Hand will come down to the mat. You lift and you lower. Using the side body here. If you want more of a challenge, you tent those fingertips, get the chin off the chest. 2, 1. All right. Pivoting to the other side, we're going to bring that ring with us. Left foot goes inside, lay all the way down. Right leg goes on top. Just like before, we press and we release. Getting into inner thigh, into obliques. Now lift the bottom leg, lower it back down. As my inner thigh does the work, I'm taking stock of my upper body here. Chin off the chest, head back, shoulders down. Good. One of the quicker moves that you do in Pilates here, really trying to stabilize through your hip, through the obliques. And then you bring the leg all the way through, lift and lower. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, ditching the ring now all together. You'll reach for that weight. You can come back to the side plank modification here with the upright row, or extend the legs all the way underneath. There's 2, 1, hold it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We bring it all the way down. Bring one weight with you in each hand. We're going to make our way back to a plank. Now, if for any reason plank is not doable for you, stay on all fours. And unlike your previous plank, you want your knees underneath your hips and your weight forward. So you're not really on that diagonal line behind. You're right underneath you, nice and stable. Pull right elbow up and back. Set the weight down. Switch to the other side. So here's your modified renegade row. This might be enough for you. Really, the purpose of the renegade row today is to activate the back muscles. However, if you are ready for more of that core challenge, you can step the feet back, bring them nice and wide, wider than the hips. Same idea. We go side to side. Golly. Side to side. Four, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Come back down. Shake it out. Lose one of the weights. Left hand down. Right arm pulls back. And you set the weight down. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Pull it back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Not even done yet. From here, we're going to take it into that broken down Pilates style burpee. So, legs straight back, step it forward, forward, come into a squat, frog style, take it back and back, alternating which foot steps forward first here, just to keep everything nice and symmetrical. If that's a lot to think about, don't worry about it. Just step forward and step back. Main goal is to get heart rate lifted and blood pumping. If you're able to speed this up just a little bit, without hopping, still keeping it nice and low impact. Awesome. If not, you can keep going at this pace. We'll go for about 8 more seconds here. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake it out. You can lose the weights. And then we'll grab our ring and we'll make our way all the way down onto our bellies. Now, you're going to press into that ring, pull the shoulders down the back, drop the chin to the chest, feet hip width behind you. Think pigeon toe effect with an internal rotation from the hips. Inhale to pull forward, press the ring down. It will just naturally press down. And then you can exhale, drop back down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to lower. If you feel like you're sliding here, really make sure that you're pulling your pubic bone down to the mat, tucking hips up and underneath you. Just go as high as you feel is right for you to go. There is no right or wrong. Sometimes it also just depends on the day. However, if you do feel a lot of pull in your lower back, that might be a sign that you're just doing a little bit too much. So just be cognizant of that. All right, awesome. Go ahead and turn it all the way over. Laying on your back. Bring your right foot into the inside of the ring. Pull close to the chest. Now you have the option with that left foot to keep it down on the mat. That will give you some nice leverage to the back side of the leg. Or you can always bring your leg along underneath you. Next inhale, you pull it across your body over to the left, but try to keep your right hip rooted down in opposition. You're going to feel a nice stretch to the outside of the leg here, getting into your IT band. And then you can switch the grip into the right hand and open out to the side. Get a stretch through the inner thigh and leg. If you'd like to get deeper in that stretch without lifting the hip, you can always plant that left foot back down, left arm down. Then you can take that ring a little bit farther out to the side. And then back through center, we switch it out. Left foot in the ring, pull close to the chest. Always that option to bring the bottom leg long. Opposite hand as leg goes into the ring, we take it over to the right. And then back through center. Switch the grip and over to your left. Option to deepen that stretch by planting the right foot. And then from here, both feet can come into the ring to press into that inner handle. Pull your legs straight and close to you, but at the same time, pull your hips down, down, down. Great hamstring stretch. And then from here, give it a try. Legs are straight. We're holding on to that ring. We rock all the way up to our teaser, and you make your way up to the top. Give yourself a big round of applause. You made it, and I will see you next time on the mat.